But all the friends who have been in the coin circle for some time know the name of Justin Sun. His reputation is not too good, and he is often tied to negative comments such as gimmicks to get out of position, cutting leaks, and rubbing traffic. But from another point of view, Justin Sun, who has a strong psychological quality, can be regarded as understanding the fact that black and red are also red. Even if he openly released Buffett's dove, even if he was despised by Wang Xiaochuan, even if he was called a liar, he was still calm, going his own way, and leaving others with nowhere to go. In 2017, Justin Sun created the blockchain project, Tron. And in January 2018, he sold 6 billion Tron coins, and for a while, the cryptocurrency circle was stirred up and set off a big earthquake. On the other hand, Justin Sun, cashing out $300 million a day, shows with practical actions how to make money the most important. On October 8, 2022, Li Lin, the founder of the original Huobi, announced that the sale of all his share capital in Huobi would be accepted by the fund of Hong Kong Bayou Capital. After Li Lin's exit, Huobi ushered in a massive executive change, and Tron founder Justin Sun became Huobi's global advisor and renamed it Huobi. Justin Sun, who has a hot search physique, said at the beginning of his tenure, "We know that the key to revitalizing Huobi is to empower HT prosper, and Huobi can prosper. The ideal is plump, but the reality is skinny." Now that Justin Sun has been in office for nearly half a year, Huobi has experienced various storms in the past 6 months. Today, we will summarize with all your friends today what turmoil Huobi has experienced after the coin celebrity Justin Sun took office. Before the 3 fires of Justin Sun's new official took office, they were brought down by the Gala incident. At 4 a.m. on November 4, 2022, some communities began to spread the news that Gala, a token of chain game platform, was rapidly and sharply falling. Derived from the Multilink Protocol P network, more than $1 billion of PGALA tokens were minted out of thin air on the BNB chain, which are being sold on PancakeSwap, making the Gala tokens on the BNB chain fall directly from 4 cents to $0.00000045. P Network tweeted at 4:28 a.m. on the 4th that the minting of more than $1 billion in PGALA tokens out of thin air was caused by a misconfiguration of the cross-chain bridge. According to the security team's slow mist monitoring, the P-Gala contract hackers have converted most of the Gala into 13,000 BNB, making a profit of more than $4.3 million. It is reported that there were still 45 billion Gala at the address at that time, but they had not been paid because the pool of funds was basically exhausted. Starting at 9 o'clock on November 4th, Huobi successively released 5 announcements on the progress of abnormal event processing on the Gala token chain, announcing that Gala tokens were removed to determine the time node of the accident as the dividing line. For users who perform a purchase operation after the accident, the platform will rename the Gala assets they bought Gala. That is, they have nothing to do with the original Gala token and belong to meme coins. Before the accident, the Gala project agreed to pay full compensation for Gala holders in the form of a 1-to-1 ratio airdrop of Gala on the Ether chain. On the evening of November 6th, Huobi issued another statement, saying that Huobi believed that P Network's behavior was not a so-called white hat operation, but a hacker theft attack for malicious profit. Huobi holds the following 2 reasons. First of all, P Network does use its own single-line contact channel to communicate with it, but the communication does not explain that P Network is preparing to attack the vulnerability, let alone that it will issue an additional 55.6 billion Gala tokens in 50 minutes to carry out a huge sell-off in the market, which will undoubtedly cause significant losses and serious consequences to innocent users and exchanges. Second, Huobi believes that there is no evidence that anyone would exploit P Network's potential vulnerability, and that P Network itself is desperate to exploit the vulnerability. The vulnerability has been around for 67 days, indicating that there is more time to think about more security options, but the P Network team urgently chose to actively attack the vulnerability within 50 minutes and issue an additional 55.6 billion tokens to drain the liquidity pool. After the incident, Justin Sun said that the final recovered funds were about $4 million, and the funds returned on the chain were about $2 million, part of which would be used to pay for airdrops to real damaged users, and the remaining funds were used to buy back and burn Gala tokens. At the same time, if P Network is sued to get compensation, Huobi will also be used to compensate for the loss of users within the platform. At the time of the Gala incident, Sun Justin had joined Huobi for less than a month, and the outbreak of this negative incident exposed the inaction and unprofessionalism of the Huobi platform's security emergency response and risk control system, which undoubtedly increased the difficulty of his future operation of Huobi. Hot hype repeated, connect to Liangxi and live broadcast together. Justin Sun definitely understands hotspots. After all, he himself was the beneficiary of the hot search, and the live broadcast with Liang 11 is the most convincing proof. Let's first get to know this cool man. Liang 11 is a teenager less than 20 years old, but he has caused an uproar in the currency circle with his big moves. On May 19, 2021, the cryptocurrency market suffered a big crash, and many people blew up their positions as a result. But Liang 11, this magical teenager, with a principal of only 1,000 yuan, went against the current and rolled over to 10 million yuan with high leverage. This shocking move made Liang 11 a hit, and he was in the limelight for a while. However, after that, Liang 11 was blocked on social media in China, and after repeated unsuccessful appeals, he registered his Twitter account, Liang 11 He. The teenager's body is full of too many topics and hot topics: high leverage, sudden wealth, extremely young, psychotic gambler. It is precisely because of this that Liangxi only started broadcasting for about 10 minutes that day, and the number of simultaneous listeners on its space broke the previous record in the Chinese crypto circle. In this case, the atmosphere is more and more warm. Coals, communities, project parties, institutions, etc. have taken turns to take the stage. And Justin Sun also seized this hot spot in time, connected with Liang 11 with Dijun, and said on the spot that he would take out $50,000 to support Liang 11 to stick to his dream in the bear market, which instantly pushed the atmosphere of this live broadcast to a climax. The content reflected in this live broadcast is quite interesting. On the surface, Justin Sun is doing charity and supporting Liangxi's cause. But in fact, it only cost $50,000, but it gained hundreds of thousands, or even millions of dollars to achieve the promotion effect. Subsequently, Justin Sun invited Liang 11 to live broadcast on Huobi, with a cumulative number of views of nearly 90,000, which can be said to push this traffic drama to a climax. Sure enough, no matter whose hotspot it is, it will eventually become Justin Sun's hotspot. PI Rat Barn Incident. If you summarize the Huobi PI Rat Warehouse incident in one sentence, it is probably a story of, "You don't let me go online, I prefer to go online." At the end of 2022, coinciding with the bear market in the currency circle, Huobi also had to face the loss of customers. In order to better attract customer flow, on December 26, Huobi released an announcement on its official website, on community feedback Pi Network's potential mainnet launch. As soon as the announcement came out, it quickly detonated the enthusiasm of the market. Only half an hour after opening, the price once approached $62, soaring 6,200 times, and the 24-hour trading volume exceeded $13.9 million. By January 30th, PiCoin hit an all-time high of $345, rising 476% during the day before falling back below the $300 level. When everyone thought that this was a good show by Justin Sun for Huobi, the slap in the face happened. Pi Network has frequently issued warnings that this is an illegal transaction, drawing a clear line with this, and also implicitly said that the Huobi exchange is an exchange that sells and pre-sells IP without authorization. Huobi did not respond to all of the above, and even announced the launch of the PI trading contest, where the user with the highest trading volume announced that the Porsche 718 jackpot worth 80,000 USDT will be awarded. Ironically, just after the speculators successfully profited again and again, Huobi uncharacteristically began to block multiple accounts involved in Picoin transactions. Some investors shared screenshots of their accounts being banned on the community. The reason shown was ask the banned user to explain the reason for the abnormal profit of trading PI, and there were rumors that users could not withdraw the profitable USDT after trading Pi coins to make a profit. Subsequently, Huobi gave an explanation, saying that there are 3 abnormal buying accounts and making large profits, and said that after internal audit and multifaceted risk control and data verification, the blocked account was not a normal swing transaction, which was a clear rat warehouse behavior. However, the majority of community players do not buy it, and even continue to bombard Huobi. If you can't afford to play, don't play. The HT market was cold, and the price was close to zero at one point. On March 10, 2023, Bitcoin fell as much as 1.2% during the Asia-Pacific trading session due to recent bearish news, falling below $20,000 for the first time since January this year, and subsequently caused a wave of selling in digital assets. Among them, the cryptocurrencies Huobi, HT, and Tron, TRX, which are related to Justin Sun, suffered a very sharp decline. Among them, HT fell from a high of $4.81 to a low of 31 cents, once close to zero. Among them, a few large investors lost nearly 30 million Hong Kong dollars because of this decline. For Huobi's plunge, Sun Justin quickly replied, saying, "We are fine. It's just that a user mistakenly sold his position and it's now back to normal." He tweeted that the Huobi exchange was operating safely and blamed the recent market volatility on a handful of users triggering a series of forced liquidations in the spot and HT contract markets. Justin Sun also said that the platform will bear the loss of leverage cross-position caused by HT market fluctuations, and promised to invest $100 million to establish a liquidity fund to strengthen its leverage early warning ability and liquidity ability. Justin Sun gave a promise, but whether the majority of users will believe and buy it is unknown. As the so-called "there is nothing new under the sun," newcomers in the currency circle are frequent, iteration is rapid, and some people, in order to maintain the popularity and attract traffic, it is inevitable to do some moves to get out of position. Therefore, Justin Sun, who likes to rely on hype and create topics, chose to create a large number of topics to attract attention after accepting Huobi, which is not a difficult thing to understand.